But go.
Here we go.
I mean, shit. This sucks. This one lost its cord. Is the music too loud? If it is, you'll just have to let me know. All right, we got chest day. Monday's chest day. International, I don't know, just chest day. Hey, what you doing there, big boy? What you doing there, big boy? Oh, yeah. Tummy rubs. Oh, that tummy rubs. Oh, that tummy rubs. Oh, yeah. What is he, huh? Oh, come here, boy. Oh, my big little potato. My big little potato. Yeah, you're not just a big potato, huh? You're just a big tater. Oh. He's so fat. He's the fattest cat I've ever had. I don't know if I should be proud of that or not, or what. Should I be proud of how fat you are? I mean, you did come to us pretty skinny. Wow. I know, you were starving, huh? He was a starving cat. Showed up at our door, malnourished, eating fucking trash. Getting beat up by other cats outside. So we took him in. We tried to find his home, but nobody claimed him. So he's here. Huh? You're here now, aren't you, Izzy? Aren't you, Izzy? You're here now, huh? Yeah, you're here with us now. Part of the fam. Part of the fam. We have 6 cats.
That is Izzy. He got his name because, well, he came to us outside, and every morning we were like, "Is he here?" And so we were like, "Well, shit." When we finally just brought him in, and we were like, "Okay, well, he needs a name," and we were thinking about it, and we're like, "Well, Izzy. Why not just Izzy? Izzy's a good cat name." You think so? Look at him. You think your name's cool, huh, Izzy? Yeah, you're like, yeah, my name's the shit. I'm like Izzy Isborn. Oh, yeah, you're a good kitty. You're a good kitty, Izzy. Here you are. You're kind of a little pig, but you're good. You're a good cat. Yeah. Good alarm clock for sure. He comes, he knows he's figured out how to wake me up. He'll come and he'll put his head in my hand and he'll start making me pet him. It's pretty funny. Like, yeah, I know how to wake this human. I know how to wake this one so we can get our food. You want out? Oh, and then there's Molly. And then there's Molly. Yeah. Little baby, huh? Molly's the little baby. Yeah. Molly loves me. She's my cat. She really does love me. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't fucking know why. But she does. What can I help with today? How about my workout, dude? Where is it? Jesus. All right. Myo-Movie 2. Ascension. Chest Warfare Reborn. We're building unstoppable chest hypertrophy with Myo-Reps. Fly stretch work and controlled power pressing. Yes, that's what it's going to be. Myo-Reps return. Pecs ignite again. Incline press for power. Leverage for fullness. Myo-Reps for the flame. All right, I'm going to go and just make sure my kids are up because it is like a late start today. It's now 7:11. I should probably grab my water. I don't know where my cup's at, so I'm just gonna fill this. Okay. Myo-Reps, here we come. All right, guys, we got warm up, band flies, push-ups, empty incline, shoulder circles, chest openers. Oh yeah. Let's go go some of these. Alright, let's I gotta change the workout so we can actually have it on the wall. Damn it. Alright.
You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze. Suddenly, the wind blows you away from me.
Warm-ups. 20 band flies. 20 or 15 push-ups. Incline press. So I think what I'm going to do is set this up for incline press. That way we're ready for it when the time comes. And
Born from the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see? This is where you want to be. But when you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we were. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we were. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing.
and we got push-ups. 15. I think we might do 2 rounds of these 2 things here. Just so we're really, really good and warmed up. Yeah, oh man, fucking washed the curls out of my hair yet last night. Dude, I never fucking tried to curl my hair. And I did yesterday, or the other day on Saturday. And it actually came out really good. I never had long hair like this to fucking try to curl. So now I can play with my hair. I should have my wife give me some fucking dreads or like cornrows or some shit. Like little, you know, braids and they're just fucking everywhere. And now that I can. I did it one time when we were younger. I had pretty long hair. Not this long, but me and my buddy did that with our hair one time. We went to an ICP concert and we put our hair in little tiny braids. actually like fucking just like spot on right there. We could go down just a little bit, but I just can't. I mean, I don't think I can do it. I could try real quick. Yeah, we do, we may be able to bring the bench down one. But I mean, that's pretty good there. We got a little bit more depth. I got to twist to get out, so. Wow. We're going to do 12 for our activation. Our drop threshold is going to be 4. Well, we'll leave it at 3. 210. Sets. So the way these work, we go 12, right, to get going, and then mini sets, 4 to 5 sets of 3 to 4 reps. Well, you're gonna stop when you can't do the 3 to 4, right? Like if you feel like you did 3 and you're like, that was it, I can't push another, you're basically done, right? Like unless you think that you can do one more set of 3, right, like in another 20 seconds, but like you're not. So it's an interesting protocol where you lift heavy enough to be, like 60 to 70% of your 1 rep max, 12 to 15 for your activation set, right? After a good warm up, you need to warm up really good, whether that's light bench press or push ups or whatever it was like we just did. You should be pretty warm, ready to go, right? We want to set a timer for about 20 seconds, right? Because that's what we're going to do. Every single time we do, we're going to do a 15 and then we're going to rest 20 seconds. Then we do 3 or 4, 20 seconds, 3 to 4, 20 seconds, 3 to 4, 20 seconds, until we can't hit that, right? We're trying to save 1 rep in reserve, right? So we don't want to be quite at failure, but we want to be really, really close. Once we kind of achieve that failure, then we're fucking done with the set. It's over. So that's how it works. And you really need to make sure that you get your timer going, because with these, the rest is actually quite critical, and it can't be. Yeah. So you want to be consistent with that. Right, that if you an extra 5 seconds or so on your rest, and it's going to change everything for you. So be mindful of that. Irritating me. Alright, let's go. A lot. There's a lot of weight. I might drop down. It suggests 195. I kind of pushed up. We'll see.
That's one mini. Okay. I'm gonna do one more set of 3. Oh, I think we might see if we can do 2. You'll notice I did not do 4. Oh boy. We're gonna try one more. Positive thoughts, baby. We got this. You gotta envision yourself hitting the fucking reps. 3 reps. That's it. Only 3. We just did it. We just gotta do it one more time. Come on, baby. Oh, fuck. All right, that's done. Go with the set. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Okay. Dumbbell fly, incline dumbbell press combo. So we're going to do 10 to 12 flies, 6 to 8 presses. We're just using the same weight. Crosses. 12 and 6. 3 sets. Well, we'll go 12 and 8. Or, you know, something like that. Oh, fuck. Uh, we'll rest like a little longer between these sets here. Not 20. No 20 seconds between these. Too much. Too many reps. Oh boy. So I fucking curled my hair for the first time the other day. I thought it was pretty fun actually. It looked pretty good too. ChatGPT said I look like a Norse warrior that found curl cream and never looked back. I was like, that's perfect. That's the look I was going for actually. That's exactly what I wanted, by the way. Welcome in. Let's see, I'm gonna make sure this thing works. I bet it changes me to banana. We got like 15 seconds left. I think we're just gonna go because I was. Oh no, it didn't do banana. Damn. For once, it wasn't banana. Crazy. All right, let's go, guys. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah. Exercise break time. There. Shit. Whew. Baby, I'm pumped. My movies are now like twice the size as they were when I started. We wanna know. Whoa. One more set. Oh, baby, let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. You know, I gotta say, one of the things I do like about being able to be in my own fucking garage is nobody can be like, well, look at that loud motherfucker. I mean, you guys can, but I don't give a fuck. Does guy really need to be so loud in a public gym? Yeah, that's a good question. Yes, absolutely. Actually, I do. Oh, fuck me. Is my kid gone? You're still here? I think so. Okay, I just want to. What time do you usually leave, bud? Oh, 8:15. Oh shit! All right, all right. We're moving on. Dude, another. We got flat leverage press moderate Myo-Reps this time, huh? Okay, so we're just kind of following the same protocol, except we aren't going as heavy as last time. And we are slightly heavier than incline. Controlled negatives. I pushed hard on incline, dude.
I said incline is good fun.
You ever do Myo-Reps?
Myo-Reps for incline?
You know what they are?
Yeah, it's like...
Do like 15, then you take like a 20-second rest, do like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
20, 3 or 4, 23. Really good. It works really, really good. I like them.
You're doing it for incline?
I did, yeah. Now I do it flat bench. I think it works good with this lack of weight. You know?
Yeah.
Like being, like not, you know, I mean, it allows me just to be able to still get kind of heavy. The weight that I have.
I'm gonna test the maxes.
Go to the gym and test my max.
Yeah.
See if I'm better than 300 now. Probably. I would imagine I'm probably better.
I think so.
I mean,
As long as you're progressing it here,
fucking shit.
as much as
Why won't this just fucking stay clipped? All right. God damn, dude. Fuck. Flat bench, leverage press, Myo-Reps, 8 to 10, then 3 mini sets of 3 to 4. Okay, let's see. God damn, see what I mean? Fuck that shit.
That those white patches are what give people sanity. And it's
If I rip fast, you guys will be right there.
crazy to see what happens when someone has their mask.
Okay, I go
Because
down.
like in the first game, there was the collective. There was this bug. He's the guy who captures every single grub and puts them in jars. But basically, he took off his own mask and lost his mind. And then in Silk Song, there's actually 2 examples of people who had their masks taken off. The widow had her mask forcibly taken off, and she's just like, when you talk to her, she's like speaking complete gibberish, talking about how like it's her time and like it's weird, but she's just completely lost her mind. And then there's the Phantom, who's like kind of gross. It's like she had her mask taken off almost forcibly, but it wasn't taken off all the way. Like it's still connected at like her chin. So she has to like hold her mask
That is what it is.
during her fight. And it's like really interesting.
Oh, fuck. I watched that movie on Netflix, The Lost Bus. Matthew McConaughey. It was about those Paradise fighters and just a school bus. I don't know how true the story was or whatever, but like it was just kind of about those Paradise fighters. Followed this bus, you know. They were trying to get out of there. Fucking, I mean, dude, those wildfires over there in California moved so fast, you know. It's just like, I mean, fuck, man. So dry. And windy, right? Like the winds didn't help at all either. They were just ripping through those fucking canyons. I mean, going up and just those fires were devastating. Absolutely devastating. But it was kind of cool watching that movie. I mean, it didn't, they avoided all politics, so that's kind of nice, but good story. Good story. I like Matthew McConaughey. He's a pretty good actor. He's a pretty chill dude as well, just like down to earth guy, man. Anyway, let's go. 8 reps. Okay, baby. I'm really trying to get rest. I think we'll go up a little bit more, just another 10 pounds. Really trying to get a full stretch on these. 3 or 4 minis. At my show, and it ain't so. This wood, we're supposed to do 3 mini sets. So this will be the last one. Oh shit, all right, let's go. I didn't set the timer, I hit some other button. Oh, fuck. I'm going to drop down our weight a little bit for the dumbbells, and we're going to do dumbbell flies, 15 reps. I'm going to try and keep my form a little more strict than before. A little straighter arm. Okay. My seat was a little further down than I thought. I forgot I shoved it back. Didn't adjust it. It's all right. We're ready. Okay, so 12 to 15, 4 sets. Flat dumbbells. We're trying to be more strict than last time. Keep our arms a little more straight.
How K-pop artists always try to, are like trying to be adorable when in reality it's just tap off the water while the water bottle's upside down.
Really just try to make sure you feel it open up your chest. I'm out. I would say maybe like a minute will be good for our rest. Keep hitting the fucking stopwatch button. Danny Bart, welcome in, man. How you doing? 22%. That's child's play. Child's play. Dude, we get like fucking flour up here that's like 60% THC, dude. Like, I've seen some peaking into 70, but not very often. The numbers, when weed first became legal, you saw crazy high numbers with pot. They were fucking lying. And then they started to put regulations in place and like, you know, crack down on the fucking liars. And so people stopped lying. They changed testing regulations for numbers and chemicals and shit. And, you know, added in like tests to make sure that pot is like, you know, it has to be so dry, right? Man, not over here. It's the same shit, bro. Like, really, you go into the dispensary and get like a fucking gram for like $10, dude. Yeah. The oils that I get, bro, are like, let me see. Can't fucking read it. Well, they ain't doing it right then, man. The motherfuckers ain't doing the shit right, dude. Not you gotta get your ass to Oregon, bro. It's easy to find high shit here. Huh, dude. So easy. Dispensaries everywhere, bro. Like, we live in a small town of like, it's like 7,000 people, and there's 3 fucking dispensaries here, dude. All right, so like, you know, for about every 2,000 to 2,500 people, there's a fucking dispensary. Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous, dude. In Salem, a little bit away, there's like 100. I don't even know, dude. Is there? Woohoo! The oil I get is like usually like anywhere between like 80 and 90% THC. Warner Brothers jackets, huh? I mean, I don't know, dude. $40 depending on jacket. You know, $40 is not a bad price for a jacket, really, realistically. I mean, dude, you spend $40 on a fucking sweater, right? Yeah, that doesn't sound unreasonable to me. Like, $40 seems like a fair price, honestly, dude. Like, as long as the jacket's a decent jacket, you know, and you're happy with it, I mean, I'd say $40 would be all right. I mean, like I said, dude, here, bro, finding a jacket for $40. I know our currency is a little less, right? I think like $40 here or your $40 would probably be. I don't know. I don't fucking know how much that would translate to in America. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, shit, man. If you're happy with it, $40 is not a bad price, I would say. For really, if it's a good jacket. Yeah. And you said you looked online already and you saw that it's like fucking almost $20 more. So, you know, fuck yeah, dude. Good deal. We got one more set of these bands or these dumbbell flies. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I'll check it out and see. I mean, I'd have to download it. I have some extremely large games on my computer right now that are like hogging up a lot of fucking space. Yeah. So why don't you give me? Oh, baby. Well, what the fuck are they leaking to you about GTA? I want to know about GTA, dude. That's what, give me all the hot scoop. I don't care about any other game. I just want to know all the GTA leaks, dude. Is it going to be all the maps in one? Can they do something that awesome? Bro. I've heard a few different things. I have heard they're bringing all the maps together into one big, massive fucking city. They're bringing it back to Vice City, are they? We'll see about that. I haven't heard that yet. I did see a trailer, but I don't think they gave any names, and the guy did not look like the guy that was from Vice City. Let me see here. All right, so this would be the most legit fucking thing right here. All right. Look, tell me how you know this is Vice City. I want to see. All right, dude, check it. Look. We're gonna watch the trailer right now. This is from Rockstar's official YouTube page. That is not the guy from Vice City. This is not him. This is a new character. Oh, fuck yeah, we'll be online, dude. No, they're gonna put it online for sure. Why would they do that? Rockstar's not that stupid. Fuck. You play this guy Jason, dude. Like your name is Jason. That is the guy, bro. He's not been in any of the other games. What game was he in? Was he in Vice City? Is he? Okay, like he's like a cameo or something, right? Like not a main character though, right? Like nope. He's a new character and does not appear in previous Grand Theft Auto games, according to Google Gemini's quick AI search. No, he's not. He's not been in any of the games before. You've been debunked. You've been debunked, Danny Bot. I mean, it looks like I can't wait for the game, dude. Right? Yeah, I didn't recognize him from anything, right? Like it just didn't. All right, we got one more. Let me. No, like I said, look it up, dude. It is Jason, the character in GTA 6. Has he ever appeared in any GTA games? The answer, according to Google, is no. Never, ever has he ever appeared. He's a new character completely. I'm just saying what I'm looking at, right? Well, like I'm not speculating the information. I looked at Google and asked, and this is what it told me. So unless there's some politically motivated reason for Google to lie to me about this, I really don't have much reason to doubt it. Because if we include politics, then Google's surely lying. Because they don't fucking tell you shit about what's really going on in that regard. I'll tell you a funny story about Google. Okay, you're going to love this one. I watched the YouTube video, and the guy that I watch, kind of a political, YouTuber, he was talking about this. He's like, okay, so somebody brought this to my attention, right? He's like, if you Google, does Donald Trump exhibit signs of dementia? You do not get the AI results. But if you Google, does Joe Biden exhibit signs of dementia? Guess what you would get? The AI results. Okay, now I tried this and it worked. It was exactly right, exactly as he said. I tried it with other names too. And the only name that wasn't returning the result was Donald Trump. Then after this video went, kind of viral, because this guy is a legit, left-wing independent kind of, YouTuber. They probably saw the fucking video. And Google then went out, and the very next day, I was talking about it on stream, and I was like, try it out. And somebody tried it. They're like, I didn't get it for either of them. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I went on, sure as shit, dude, the next day, you didn't get results for either Donald Trump or Joe Biden, right? So if you search Donald Trump, you wouldn't get result. You just get links. If you search Joe Biden's name, same thing. You just get links.
There you go.
All right, bud, have fun. See you after school.
Bye.
Love ya. But yeah, and so it's just kind of funny, man. I mean, because you search any other name in that context, and you get an AI result, right? Like any other name, any other fucking name other than Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And the funny thing is on one day it was only Donald Trump. On the second day, it was Donald Trump and Joe Biden for this specific search string. Tell me that's not fucking some manipulation, dude. Fucking North Korean bullshit right there, dude. Fuck. I'm just saying, man. When they start to do things like that, it's like, why? What is it? What is your fucking reasoning behind it? That doesn't. It's just purely to fuck with information. I mean, it's really kind of scary, dude. Being over here, man, and seeing all this shit that they're just dismantling and all the things that they're taking away, and they're just trying to whitewash the fucking history of the U.S. Like white people have always fucking been here, right? You know what I mean? This was never a land that existed without white people, right? It was that's just not the fucking case, right? So I mean, they just want so badly to try and justify their hatreds towards people with brown fucking skin, right? And Mexicans. And it really is just kind of disgusting, because I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? There's no context in which I will ever understand racism, right? You could never ever make me understand your fucking point of view. If we're arguing about somehow the color of somebody's fucking skin giving them, making them be smarter or something like that, you are an ignorant fuck, right? You know what I mean? There is no argument to even be had. If you seriously try and think that, and your goal is to try and win me over, then fuck off. I mean, I just don't have a racist bone in my body. I don't understand it. I never fucking could, right? Even when I just can't. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Some of the best friends I've had have been, Hispanics, black people. I've other races, cultures, people, right? I've been friends with everybody, dude. You know what I mean? There hasn't been I've never ever looked at anybody and when I see somebody who's different than me, I wonder about their culture, right? I don't wonder. Yeah, I mean, where racism just exists anywhere, and it's not just racism's not just for white people to black people. I mean, it's not racism's not just suppressing of black. It's just any race, right? Any specific race of people Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, I mean, and like, as far as derogatory terms go, I mean, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't really, you know, I think that it's kind of just like vulgar talk, period, from anybody. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a derogatory thing and words matter. And like, you know, I understand that some people, it's just like, you know, I curse a lot and I say these things and stuff. And like, you know, some of that's just like habitual to me. So, I mean, I get it, right? Like the words become habit, you know, speaking, growing up, hearing them, you know, things like that. But it isn't within it isn't outside of our control to stop that pattern. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not outside of a person's control to stop that. Like that is not a valid excuse. Oh, I was this is this is all I've ever heard. I've only, you know what that's not really a valid excuse to continue using the word when you come to the realization and you understand that it's demoralizing and degrading and just generally like not good, right? Do you know what I mean? Like now, if friends get amongst themselves and you know, I mean, they, you know, they want to say things, right? Like I get it, man. I mean, like you know, friends are gonna be friends, right? But like, keep your friendship talk to your fucking friends, you know, and don't let that talk just like you know, you got to have a filter on your lips, man, from time to time. People do, right? You can't just walk around just blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, you know, not unless you want problems, you know, I mean, you're going to upset somebody, right? Like, and it's like, you know, then I don't know, dude, this world is so complex, you know, like I've tried to like analyze this politics, people, cultures, you know, these differences, right? And just like all of this stuff and how, you know, how we can have these crazy like different cultural beliefs and still like coexist with one another, you know? I mean, it like it is possible, right? But I look like a magic truffle, dude. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I do. This guy's like he looks like a magic truffle. Did you eat some just a little bit ago? Damn, dude. What a trip, huh? A guy escorted. That's actually better than, you know, what could have happened, I suppose. All right, we're supposed to do a decline leverage press. I totally kind of fucked this off. Priceless. What's up, man? How you doing? How you been? And oh. So I planted it. Priceless, how you doing, dude? How you been? Uh-oh. Nice, dude. Nice. So you learning a lot? Make sure I'm set. Nice. Yeah, you haven't been there that long, I don't think. I mean, yeah. But yeah, that could get tedious. That could get pretty tedious pretty quick, I'm sure. Well, I mean, at least you got a fucking job, man. You know? And, you know, in some form of tech, which is kind of just like fucking evaporating right now, dude, so quickly. I mean, Yeah. Yeah, I mean, AI is basically capable to do, most entry-level tech positions at this point, even automating and managing phone calls and, services like that. So, I mean, dude, technology jobs are quickly, as AI advances and becomes better, more and more low to mid-level tech jobs are just going to fucking evaporate and just be gone. Like these tech, you better bet your ass, dude. These tech companies are just chomping at the fucking bit, dude, waiting for the time that they can fucking deploy their fucking AI bot system, right? Yeah, exactly, dude. Help desk, not just help desk, but code analytics, right? All of these things, right? I mean, bro, look at the website. Just look at my website. Okay, AI wrote that. I didn't fucking write shit, dude. AI did. Like, and that's obviously with some decent coaching and things like that. But like, if AI can write something like that, what else can it? I mean, this is just like limited capabilities for what they're offering to people, right? What do you think Anthropic's private backend shit can do, right? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think that shit's capable of? What do you think it's capable of when hooked up to the fucking 5 gigabyte, 5 fucking, mega, what do they call that goddamn fucking thing they're building? Gigawatt? 5 gigawatt fucking power plant? Like imagine like, AI hooked up to a brain like that, dude. It could fucking do anything, bro. Like there's no limit at that point. Right? If you were to dedicate all of those 5 gigawatt resources to the fucking AI and processing, like just imagine what it could do, how quickly it could do something. I mean, that motherfucker could probably put together one of the most complicated fucking things and just like, with some very, very minimal like user inputs, create. Yeah. Yep. This is why, because they need data centers to take your job and other people's jobs, right? The more data centers they have, the more humans they can replace. Yes, they usually can, actually. Danny Bot. I mean, they'll just fucking freak out. But like, the thing, yeah, most animals, dude. Most animals have a much more in tune sense to this fucking earth than we do, right? Like, they have. I mean, how does a bird fly where it flies, right? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many inexplainable things. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, how does a fox get its prey? Like, nearly 100% of the time if it's facing the right direction. Whereas if it's facing the wrong direction, its chance for success goes down drastically, right? Like, there's so much shit about this world and just everything about it that we can't even fucking begin to fully understand, right? Dude, did you know that otters have a pocket? And do you know what this pocket is for? It's for their favorite rock. I'm not even kidding. They have a pocket and they put their favorite rock in a pocket. That way they don't lose it. They will go and they will find the absolute perfect rock to bang and crack like shells and like clams and shit like that with. So they'll like go and they'll like take a clam and they'll like grab it and they'll come up and bring it on the surface and like put it on the thing and pull their little hammer rock out of their pocket pouch and they bust it open and they'll put their little rock back in their pouch and eat their fucking clam. Dude, they are so smart, bro. They are like such a clever creature, right? They're really, really, there's a reason they're apex predators. Yeah, dude, like I said, there's a reason they're apex predators. They don't really have any threats. I mean, it makes me, so where did you see otters and alligators or crocodiles together? Do they actually exist in the same place? Like, if that's the case, then I would feel like, if that's true, then how is it that an otter is an apex predator, right? Because like, yeah, to be an apex predator, you can't really be classified as any kind of prey to any other animal, right? Like for example, like a lion, it doesn't get hunted, right? There's not, cheetahs. They don't get hunted by other animals. You know what I mean? Like, not unless they're babies, right? So like, where do we experience this? Where otters and crocodiles are actually found together in nature? I'm kind of curious because it just raises my flags about what I know about apex predators and like trying to figure out where the two actually exist together. Are you sure this wasn't an AI video? Singapore, huh? I'll have to look it up, dude. I have to do some research and see, because to my knowledge, are otters not classified as an apex predator? What? I mean, they're super smart. Yeah. Well, that's just it, right? Like, I gotta, because. All right, let's see. Are you going to the game today, or it's today?
Yeah, our JV game today. Yeah.
All right. You got all your stuff?
Yep.
All right.
Love you.
Love you, bud. The documentaries on otters. Dude, otters are so fucking cool. I would love to have a little pet otter. Pet otter would be the shit. Yeah, they got a game today. Jeff, he swings. He swings JV. Hopefully he gets some play time today. So, okay. Only some species of otters are classified as apex. And they do sometimes come into contact with alligators and more rarely crocodiles. The claim that they are ever. Yeah, so they're only so the North American river otters are apex predators. Giant river otters in the Amazon are apex predators. In the rivers where they live, they are known for killing and hunting caimans, relatives of alligators. Okay, crazy. Vulnerability on land. While dominant in the water, river otters can be vulnerable to large predators like bobcats, coyotes, alligators. When on land, obviously, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I know, dude, right? It's fucking crazy, bro. Well, crazy ass little sweet creature out there thumping a fucking caiman in the head with his hammer rock. Fuck, dude. Dude. All right, let's do another set. That's interesting, though. I mean, I have to look it up because I was like, I mean, I know that while otters are basically in the rivers, they are essentially an apex predator. But like, yeah, like the second that you put them like in the water with crocodiles, you're like, okay, but are they still apex? You know what I mean? Because like, won't they? I mean, what would stop a crocodile from hunting one? You know what I mean? Like, or an alligator. So I mean, I guess they depends on where they're found. You know, not all species or otters in every location would be classified as an apex predator, because a lot of that apex thing does actually depend on what other creatures live in the water with them. So I mean, if something's out there that could kill them or hunt them, then they're no longer an apex predator. Oh man. Yeah, I did actually. I've played most of them already. I'm so happy, dude, because like when it comes to gaming, I upgraded my computer, right? I got a 5070, and I didn't even upgrade. I built a new computer, right? And I was having some problems with a lot of games, and I was just looking it up. Going, these games like Ark, a lot of Ubisoft games, certain games, it just didn't make sense. I wasn't able to play them. They were just played like absolute shit, right? And so I hadn't really, like, I had looked into it a little bit, but like, somebody came into the stream the other day when I was having some problems, and they were like, well, what graphics card do you have? Blah, blah, blah. And I basically gave them the PC specs. And they came back and they're like, well, try this driver, right? This one driver in particular should solve your problem. God damn it, dude, it did. It solved it. I could play games, all the games now, no issues. Like max graphics, fucking all the settings, bells, whistles, all of it. Motherfucking goddamn I mean, okay, so here's the issue though. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? Because NVIDIA is great for AI, but with some of the AI tools, I think I actually need the newer graphics driver. So like now at least I know the solution. If I want to play games, I put this driver on. If I want to do graphics and dev, I have to install the other drivers, right? If I want to do AI and dev and stuff like that, then I need the other drivers. I could try with this driver and see how it functions, but like I'm pretty likely to have some issues, right? Because I have some very, very specific like parameters put in place for some of the AI things, and some of the so I don't know. I don't know. I'll just have to see. But yeah, dude, you gotta love nerds, man. Like I'd never tried this, right? I've seen this graphics card driver labeled a couple times, but I never really like tried to install it. And then, finally once I did, it's like, damn, all right, well that fixed everything. And now I can play all the games however I want to. So awesome. So that means that I could play the Ubisoft games again, because they're terrible, dude. Ubisoft is horrendous, man. The Yeah, Ubisoft just sucks, man. Their fucking shaders load for like 10 minutes. But like that seems to not be an issue anymore. Like I booted up a couple Ubisoft games the other day and they played just fine. I played Ark yesterday, fucking perfectly, dude. I can play that game just fine again. Like I'm like, hell yeah. I started playing Harry Potter the other day. That one they brought to Game Pass too. You ever play Harry Potter, Danny Bot? Or well, I guess it's not Harry Potter, it's Hogwarts Legacy, because you're not actually Harry Potter, you're just at the school, right? You go to the school and you become a fucking wizard. I haven't gotten my broom yet. I haven't gotten the broom. I need to try it. I don't really think we have any. Did the specs not work? I thought we had one set up, dude. I swear I set that command up. I have to look and see. I can show you though. Let me I have them right here, dude. Here you go. Specs. I was pretty sure I set this up for a command, but maybe I didn't. That's the whole thing. Pop OS has not been installed yet. It's going to be on a separate 2 terabyte hard drive. So ultimately I'll have like 6 Friday. Nice. Well, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Then we'll smoke a bowl. Woo. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we got I think we got like 500 or 400 or something like that. I get pretty decent speeds as well. But, you know, you can only download as fast as services can upload. Most of the game. Oh, yeah. I bet, dude. Corp life, yeah. You got to wear a suit. You got to wear a suit to work. They got a dress code. Dude. Bro, dude, check it out, Priceless. I fucking curled my hair the other day. What do you think? The picture's a little blurry. What do you think, man? First time, dude. My hair is so fucking long. It's crazy, dude. I've never actually been able to do anything like that. Yeah, dude. I was like, hell yeah. Over to oh yeah, yeah, man. I mean, look, dude. Look how fucking long it is, dude. Like. Shit, man. It's actually quite a bit longer than it really looks because my hair is so fucking curly. And it just. But dude, I think it did pretty good. I would if I aside from the fact that it takes a fucking hour, I'm gonna just keep letting it grow, dude. I have zero intentions of cutting my hair. I've never, when I was a kid, I was never really given a choice, right? Not that I would have chose to have long hair, but my mom just took me to get haircuts, and then she just bought a pair of clippers, and she would just cut my hair, and then it got to the point where I was like, fuck it, I'll just cut my own hair, and I would shave my head, and then she would so when I was 12 years old, I started cutting my own hair, right? I just shaved my own head, dude. Every once a month or something, just shave my head, and in the wintertime I would let it grow out. Because it was cold, so I would let it get kind of a little long and shaggy. But no, winter would be over and I'd shave it again. It'd be fucking hot. When I turned 18, I had pretty long hair at the time, but probably half this length. It was maybe I don't know, maybe a couple an inch or two less than what it is right now. Still kind of in that messy phase, But I don't know what made me decide to grow my hair out, bro. I just started growing my fucking hair, and I was like, I'll just keep it. Do they? Yeah. Yeah. In tech. Mm-hmm. I honestly don't mind it. It can get kind of annoying at times, gets in my fucking eyes and in my face, but let me get a fucking dab. Ooh. It's a crazy video. Yeah, I got a 90s rock, alternative rock playlist going today. Mm. I have kind of dropped off my cardio like completely, dude. And I'm just kind of living a heavier life right now. I'm also though I'm like as strong as I've ever fucking been, dude. I'm like maxed out in this fucking garage, like on every fucking thing that I have out here. Oh yeah. The one you got? I thought you had one that like went through the door frame or something. You not? Was that not you? Does it? Yeah. Yeah. I thought you had said you had one. I mean, you know, I did the there's that little, you know how Pete Hegseth and fucking RFK we're all talking about that, like, you know, standard test, right? Where you got to do the test is this, right? 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups in less than 10 minutes. If you can do it in under 5, you're elite, according to them. I tried it on Friday. After my fucking after a 2-hour-long arm day. I had to watch their video. Somebody put their video on stream because I wanted to see the quality of work that they were putting out. And I'm going to tell you, I only saw one guy do one full push-up. That was it. Everybody else was not doing full push-ups, and they didn't know whether to do pull-ups or chin-ups. They obviously don't know the fucking difference. That's apparent because they were doing both, calling them both pull-ups, but there's a major difference between pull-ups and chin-ups. If somebody tells me to do a pull-up, I'm going to grab the bar like this and pull up, right? If somebody tells me to do a chin-up, I'm going to grab it like this and chin up, right? Like, so first off, they don't even fucking know the difference, the two fucking ignorant morons. They can't even do a full push-up, so I didn't either, right? I did what I saw them do. And I did mine in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Just after a bong hit, took a bong hit first, a big fat one, and then like pushed start on the timer, blew my fucking smoke out, and went and fucking did it. Ha! Kiss my ass, RFK. Pete Hegsmith. No, Petey. They got like I think like 6 something and like 7 something because they're weak little pansies. But yeah, so that's what I got. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. Is that what they expect? Like, is that what they expect all military people to do twice a year? Is that the standard test, or are they going to have like some other like physical test that everybody has to meet? You know, because like I just think about that, right? And I'm like, okay, so when does this happen? And does it happen from the top? So you're going to say that all the fucking generals, like all the brigadier generals and shit like that were in that fucking room when Pete Hegseth gave his speech, are they going to have to pass this test in order to be able to continue doing their job. Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, because it does come at the top, right? So that's being said, I'm just wondering, right? Like, are we expecting like a bunch of like, like old retired kind of aged men who served a long time and strategized and built this over brawn to coordinate and plan battle attacks with their minds rather than being on the front lines and having to hold the capability that they expect should be a standard of every serving enlisted member of the military, right? Like, it's just like at some point you have to understand that a job is like these generals, their job is not to get out there and fight. Their job is to coordinate, not they aren't the yeah, well, I mean, it's I don't know, man. I just fuck, dude, this world is a chaos right now, bro. We're like gonna bail out Argentina with like $20 billion fucking dollars, dude. Like, what about America, dude? Where's that? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, why are we bailing out other countries right now? Don't we have our own fucking problems? Like, I thought America first, Like, why is that happening? This guy, their fucking president, the madman. You seen that guy? Dude, he's wild, bro. He's like fucking just insane. Like, and like all the slashes and cuts that he's done, the rapid like de-escalation, the peso is dropping in value, right? Because they lowered their interest rates, and like they lowered their home interest rates and things like that. And in doing so, with all our inflation here, it causes their dollar to decrease, their peso to decrease. So it's losing quite a bit of value. Everywhere, dude, is just kind of like fucked. You know what I mean? Portland in my state is apparently at war, right? Like yeah, right, motherfucker. You wish. Like, dude, Portland is so far from being at war, bro. Like, when the COVID-19 riots were happening, that was close to it, right? That was pretty crazy. What was happening there. What's happening now is at like one place, the ICE facility, which is a tiny ass little building, and until the last couple nights, there's hardly been anybody there, but they're there because these motherfuckers are being goddamn assholes. And people want them the fuck out of our fucking towns. You know what I mean? Because like they aren't welcome here. Right? No, fuck you. The fuck out. Right? Stop fucking with our communities. You know what I mean? Like, that, people are pissed, dude. Like, I mean, and rightfully fucking so. Like, rightfully so. All right, Danny Bot, have a good one. I think people have every right to be pissed off. Later, Danny Bot. I mean, I think now ICE has now officially killed 2 people, right? One of them now being a U.S. citizen, right? So we've had federal agents. One was, I believe, actually like I don't think he was even like he was in a process of something, and he had like a speeding ticket, which honestly is even questionable. Like he was here, he was able to be here. And he tried to flee, and they fucking shot him, saying that he tried to run him over. I mean, it's like, and then I mean, all this shit, dude, is going down. They shoot. They say they get surrounded. They shot that one lady who was armed with a semi-automatic weapon. That's all they said, right? Armed. Not that she pointed it at them. That they got pinned by 10 vehicles, and that she was armed with the semi-automatic. So they shot and killed her, right? Like. Now, these are people who really don't even have any jurisdiction over the United States people, right? Like they're immigration enforcement officers, not police to the people here, right? Like they need to control the border and immigration, and that's not what they're doing, right? Like that is not what's fucking going on. This country's in shit, in the shitter. In the shitter. I think there's only one thing that could be done. Another bong toke. Television evangelist. See, Eminem knows, dude. He knows what's up. Oh, nice. Dude, we just crushed it too. I did Myo-Reps for chest. Have you ever done those? Myo-Reps are pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of like at a point where like my weight is, I can lift it all. Nice. Yeah, I usually do. Monday is usually chest, then back on Tuesday. Wednesday will usually be legs, then shoulders, and then biceps. And I do that partly because, well, first off, I like the single body part work days, and then like I broke my shoulder this one, and I've also broken this ankle, but my ankle's not really an issue. It's the shoulder that's the problem. So there's a big bone scar, right? And like I have lost a little bit of my mobility, you know, like in that shoulder, and especially under load, you know, like it hurts. So when I do bench, it can hurt my shoulder. So I try to split up bench and shoulders, right? Like chest and shoulder days as much as I can. And then like back and biceps, depending on how I'm training, right? Like if I'm training, like I'm going to be doing a lot of deadlifts and shit like that, then, you know, it might be better to, you know, split up back and legs. But if I'm like not doing, you know, deadlifts or not doing squats or, you know, vice versa, then like, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to train for sure. And I mean, yeah, it's definitely good to like, you know, try out different methods, you know, especially if you find yourself like, you know, hitting plateaus and shit like that all the time. I mean, myself personally, I've found to have, I have pretty decent development, you know, like it goes as good as I want it to, you know what I mean? Like if I push really hard, man, and go and fucking hammer down and I'm on top of my diet, you know, I'll get results. If I slack off a little bit, you know, I mean, I can maintain all right, right? If I you know, eat the deficit, you know what I mean, and pump out the extra cardio, I'll cut weight, right? Like I mean, I mean, I don't really see myself losing a lot of strength until I really start to cut deficit. You know what I mean? Like we're talking like 500 or less, right? Or 500 or more deficit, right? Like, so as long as I keep myself within like a 500 calorie deficit, I usually don't lose much strength on a weekly basis. I do pretty well with things like fat for energy and stuff like that rather than carbs. Like white starchy carbs really honestly almost sometimes in a sense make me feel kind of bloated and things like that. I like to work out. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I mean, and everybody's kind of different, right? Like with their preferences and what they like to do, so there's no real right or wrong method. You know what I mean? As long as you're not like hurting your body, you know what I mean? Like if you're, you can totally push too hard and, like put excess stress on joints and ligaments and tendons and shit like that, can build up into an injury if you're not careful, right? So it's just about monitoring yourself really, and not taking unnecessary risks with your lifts and, being safe and strategic about it. Understand. Yeah, exactly, man. You understand your body, right? You know what I mean? Like, and do what you can do consistently, right? Like that's the biggest important thing, I think, is, that's not going to be the same for everybody. Not everybody likes to lift heavy weights. Not everybody likes to do calisthenics. Not everybody likes to fucking run. Some people like to bike. Some people like to swim. Some people like to hike a fucking mountain and climb and, all this different shit, right? So it's like all of that's going to determine how a person ultimately trains, Like the biggest critique that I look for, I'm going to say, is probably like people like if I'm watching a person, right, and I'm like, there's a couple things that I'll look for to see kind of how knowledgeable or ego driven this person is, right? Now, not that these are necessarily bad. There's a lot of factors. Age, right? Age comes into play here, right? So I have this argument sometimes with a lot of people that are in their 20s, right? Is that, okay, well, it's time under tension, right? Look, increasing weight every single fucking time can't be done always. You're going to hit, you can only go up 5 pounds, 2.5 before you reach an unachievable weight, right? Like even at small increments. So time under tension is really the most important thing. Negatives are extremely critical, right? Keeping control on the way down, fighting against gravity. Do not let fucking gravity win, right? Like, try not to cheat. Try to keep form strict, especially on things like lateral raises, right? Like, because it's so easy to cheat and bring ego into lateral raises. When I see a guy that's like less than 200 pounds doing side lateral raises with like 45 or 50 pounds, I'm kind of like, well, I mean, okay, I get it, right? You want to push heavy, but like your form is generally just shit now because like you're so much more compound than what a lateral raise is actually supposed to be. We're talking a small muscle here, be humble and grab 15 or 20s, right? Like and start there. Holds, nice control, complete strict form, slow negatives, and I guarantee you that will humble you and fuck you up so much more than whatever this 50-pound fucking lateral swing bullshit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a time and a place, right? And I'm not, and like people doing this isn't necessarily going to say hurt them because, right, the body's pretty well in a good position right there for a lot of chaos to happen. You got a lot of muscles activating, the back, neck, shoulders, that, like everything, especially when you're like including some form of momentum by, starting to bob your head like a chicken. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to like offend anybody, but like these are kind of the things that kind of, okay, well, well, like, what are we really trying to achieve here? You know what I mean? Like, what's the overall goal? And, you know, like talking time under tension, you know, increasing working negatives, right? Before like going up. Like if we hit a comfortable weight at like, you know, 8 to 10 reps, we're like, okay, this weight's great. I can now go up. Well, first off, maybe that's you probably could, but why not start to work a tempo in? You know what I mean? Like now increase negatives, right, to 2 seconds upwards to maybe a maximum of like 3 with like an extremely explosive, like you're trying to fucking throw that barbell off of your chest type of explosiveness. You know, like these kind of things are much more critical and better for like a person's longevity, right? And being able to be healthier and run less risk of injury and strengthen the body like it actually needs to be strengthened, you know, at its ligaments and its core by fully stretching and engaging all the muscles that we're actually trying to, while leaving out the muscles that are not supposed to be involved. You know what I mean? Like this shows experience and knowledge, right? When a person can do lifting like this consistently from like start to finish, you know what I mean? Like, and I know everybody can tend to get sloppy from time to time. Like sometimes we're just like, fuck it, I'm just out here to get shit done. I just want to throw the fucking weight up. You know what I mean? But when you start to see things like this consistently, you know, week after week after week and day in, and also things that you should be aware of within yourself, to be like, whoa, am I just kind of being a crazy animal here? And like, do I need to slow the fuck down? Because it's easy to get caught up in our own minds as well. Yeah, exactly. See, exactly, dude. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we're talking laterals. Yeah. And that's exactly what I mean. Like, it's such an easy lift for people to go so fucking egotistical on. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like really like when you see somebody like Mike O'Hearn, you know, doing a lighter fucking weight, you know, like you got to ask yourself, like, am I doing something wrong here? because that guy's like how tall and like how jacked. Whether or not he's on roids, I don't know. I think if you ask him, he says no. But yeah, exactly. Yep. It builds up over time, right? Like you may not hurt yourself in the moment, right? You know what I mean? Like, and it may feel like a really good pump, but over time it develops really bad form and it develops just a really bad build, right? Like punching weird shit, you know what I mean? Like we want to try to be open more, right? Like, and I think, you know, it's just such an easy thing to do, right? There's a lot of different ways we can hit things as well. You know, another reason why I kind of like my method of lifting for myself, you know, I'll start with something heavier a lot of times and like big compound lifts, right? I think it's pretty common, you know, like, so I'd break my lift up into phases, like phase 1, like for today, let me see. So today we had, it was all chest. So warm up was band flies, push ups, incline press, shoulder circles, chest openers, you know, basic chest warm up. Then phase 1, upper chest, incline leverage press myo protocol. So we got an activation set of like 10 to 12. I think I actually went, did I go 12? I think I did go 12. I might have went 15. But anyway, I rested 20 seconds and I did 5 mini sets, 2 at 4 and 3 at 3. So once I, you know, like with the Myo-Rep protocol, right? Once you really reach that true failure, you're supposed to kind of always leave, you know, 1 rep in the tank, right? Once that 1 rep in the tank is gone and you've hit that 3, right? And you're like, okay, that's it. I have no more. You're done. The set's over, right? That there's no, you don't, timer stops, done. If you do 3, if you do 4, 5, 6, doesn't really matter, right? Like that's, and generally you should be shooting around 3 to 5 mini sets. by my understanding. That's how I do it anyways. And then incline dumbbell flies and incline dumbbell press combo. So like dumbbell flies 10 to 12, and then just straight into like a nice deep press of 6 to 8 reps. You know, you're pretty gassed from the flies, a little bit sloppy, right? You know, maybe a little extra bend on the arms. I did 40 pounds for my flies. And it felt pretty good. You know, I got a nice, good, solid stretch. Plus we were like inclined. And so, you know, you get a nice, good stretch up here. You feel it, right? And then you crank it up, and then same with the press. I mean, you know, you focus really like 40 pounds is not a lot, but after 12 flies, you know what I mean? Like, and if they were really good and you focused, you know, like nice negatives, good, you know, you should be pretty well gassed, and the push and the chest presses should burn pretty damn good, which they did today for me. And then phase 2 was like flat. We did the same thing, but for like flat bench. And then, you know, same kind of thing, except it was a reduced volume Myo-Rep. We just started with 8 to 10, 3 mini sets because we were pretty well gassed already by that point. And then flat dumbbell flies. I reduced weight and did more reps. So I think I went down 7.5 pounds because that's what I could build. So we went from like 40 pounds down to 32.5. Right. So, and then did 15 reps, pretty decent. I think I took a minute rest in between. And then decline leverage press. It was supposed to be a drop, but I just did like 3 sets of 15. Well, I mean, that was basically the workout. There's a finisher that I didn't do. Max push-ups to failure, mostly because I kind of got distracted. Then I had to go to the bathroom really bad. Then I came out and I just forgot. Whatever. It's not bad. Now, you know, like chest stretch, those kind of things to finish it up. But honestly, I mean, I've just been kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I could definitely do better on my stretching, you know. But also for chest, there's not really very many like stretching options available. You know, I mean, what do? You do doorway, right? Like a doorway stretch or something. I come over here and just grab this fucker. No, it feels pretty good. Definitely a good chest stretch. I mean, especially after all the chest work. But I mean, sometimes I just kind of open it up like this, right? Over, under type thing. And just really kind of pull that chest open. I don't know. There's not much you can really do for your chest. You know, you can hang. That kind of stretches it out, you know, like especially if you kind of kick your body back, hang from like some lower rings or something. But I don't know. Putting your arm behind your back. I've found that one to work pretty good that way and this way as well. Both of those. Oh, yeah. Like, just like this. Kind of push apart here. Is that what you're talking about? A prayer stretch. I mean, you definitely feel it right in here. It's kind of a little bit of a flex, though, too, you know. But you know, have you ever used like a tense unit? Yeah. Uh-huh. Have you ever used a tense unit? Like I've when I've had a couple times like after say like a tough back day or like even like an arm day or something, I might my forearms will get pretty fucking crampy sometimes. Like right here, this muscle will start fucking spazzing out. And once a while back, my wife bought me. I went to the chiropractor after a car accident, and they used one of those like electrical tense units on me, and I was like, it actually feels really fucking good, you know. And my wife like bought me one for my birthday, like this little pocket one, you know. And the thing works really well, right? Like it goes really strong, dude. It's like it has 4 probes, so you can like do these crisscross patterns, and like so if I have a tough day, right, especially for calves or forearms, if I feel like they're going to cramp out, you know what I mean, and start wigging out on me and like doing that weird shit, I'll immediately after or when I start to feel it, I'll put the tense unit on and try to like target the muscle that's giving me a problem. And like I'll just turn it on real low, you know, and then if I feel need to do it on the other side, I'll do it on the other side too. But like usually it'll just be like one side took a little bit more than the other and it starts wigging out. A lot of times it's this my right arm for some reason or another. My right forearm just gets hammered. Sometimes the left will too, but I think a lot of it just stems from the broken shoulder and the weird alignment my body now kind of has. But it is what it is. I've gone to physical therapy. There's nothing they can do. I just have to know my body and its limits at this point. So I think the tense unit really helps to solve those issues. You know, like it like gets all the cramping like out of the fucking system. Like it would, you like it like constantly like flexes that muscle, and you're like, it kind of feels weird, like in certain spots, and but 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the tense unit running, man, like the electronic muscle stimulation, EMS or tense. That's what they're called, and they you could get them for fairly cheap on Amazon. I'm not sure which brand mine is, but it works really well. I love it. My kid just had some weird stuff with his chest, and I was like, well, you should use that tense unit, and so we put it on, like right up here and, on his chest, did like a little crisscross pattern with it. And then, like you just sync the two sides up to the same thing and fire it on. And he really liked it because it gets blood flow. You're not going to be getting muscles, right? It's not like you're going to get abs because you put a tense unit on your stomach. I don't use it for that, and I would never ever try to sell it like that. But these people, they do. This isn't what mine was sold for. Mine was sold as a therapeutic device, not under the guise of some kind of weight loss apparatus or anything like that. It's a therapeutic tense or EMS unit. So definitely buy one if you're going to get one that's like that, and not like trying to claim that, oh, if you hook this up to your abs, you're going to get a 6-pack overnight. No. No. Don't fall for that one, please. You'll just be disappointed tomorrow when you wake up and you don't have a 6-pack, and the next day and the next day and the next day. Yeah, exactly. They're great to have, super handy to keep, and the pads. The replacement pads are generally pretty cheap. You can buy them. They stick, and a lot of them actually you can kind of wash them with water, and they actually get sticky again. Like if there's like a little bit of your sweat or something like that on there, you just kind of hold it in the wash it under the water, and it washes all that oil and shit off of it, and like the thing dries and it's just sticky like brand new. So a little bit of soapy water. That's how the ones that I had, they said you could wash them with just a little tiny bit of soapy water and then just rinse them off. And then, as long as they weren't plugged, not plugged into the machine, obviously, and then, let them fucking dry all the way. But as a back pad, or try not to get that wet if you can, you know what I mean? But they are super freaking handy. Plus a good freaking percussion gun. This one, It's pretty awesome. I like it. I can push down and it just pushes harder. Ugh. Like I'll hit my chest sometimes with these or my legs, you know, calves after a good calf day. Can be nice, you know. Super fucking handy. Another good essential. Works really good on the bigger muscles, you know, like if you've got like, you know, knots somewhere, you can really just kind of dig into your knots and shit and get them out. You know, if somebody on the back can be a little bit rough, but like, you know, this thing you can get your body pretty good, man. Yeah. I need to I need to buy some more. I have I had some decent ones, but they're like my older ones are breaking. I need to get a couple more bands. One of them I think I accidentally cut with a pair with a carabiner clip. It like pinched down on the thing and like cut it. Uh, and then it didn't take long after that for it to break. So I have a few, but they're all breaking. I need to buy a new set. I have I think I got Sun Pow. I don't know. I've tried a couple other pairs, a couple other brands, and they all suck, man. And then finally, I was like, well, these ones they get really good reviews, and it seems like everybody's like leaving good reviews about them. So I bought them, hoping, and they seem to be all right. And all my older ones are breaking though, because they were just shitty. And I have a couple that are like really fucking old. Like surgical tubing, and this one is scary, man. Look at this one. I don't think it's not like cut. It's just the outer layer, like has kind of like just started to rip apart. But it's not the actual surgical tubing. It's just the outer skin. But still, it's like this one is so old. See all that white shit? It's like those aren't like actually chunks out of the tube. It's just from being stretched and being so old. But this one's actually really nice. I like this set. This is Spree. I can't even find these fucking things anymore. But like, I mean, they're about perfect for most things. You know, for like a nice little cool down for your arms. I have two D-rings up here, so I can hook my bands up right here and use like pull down. This also does pull downs too, but it's nice to have the resistance bands for a lot of that stuff. The resistance bands just hit different, you know. They hit like solid, like all the way through, like, and then they have a nice, you know, a nice drop off in like, you know, resistance. So you could really just like focus on that maximum extension, right? Because you're not like getting gassed out. Plus they keep that resistance on as well. Or, you know, sometimes weights, you get in these weird spots where, you know, you're just kind of like holding gravity, right? You know what I mean? Like with a curl, for example, you know, like if you get like straight up like this, you're completely off, you know, like you can squeeze, right? You know what I mean? But like until you're like leaning forward, you know, like it's really hard. That's why, you know, if you lean forward, you get a little bit more because then you're never ever like straight up and down, you know? So we gotta watch out for those little sticky spots as well while we're lifting, you know, always. But something I'm sure we all fall guilty of at some point in times. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot to pay attention to. All of these little cues and things and stuff, and our body just naturally wants to fucking cheat.
Like, we really got to be mindful not to let it. Such a pain in the ass. Anyway, I think I'm going to go inside, play some games. Where's my damn... All right, I'll be right back. I know. What's this one? I don't think that's what I want. That's the one I want. All right. Check. Oh, shit. All right, there we go. I'm heating up some food.